Alright, you guys, welcome to today's video. Today was a profitable day. I took 2 trades and it got a little bit interesting. Alright, it got a little bit interesting. On my first trade, I decided to place when I should have placed earlier, right? But we'll go ahead and get into it. Today was a solid day overall. Today was our second day on our new $50,000 funded account. And it was a profitable day. So let's just go ahead and let's get into the video. All right, good morning, you guys. It is 9:32 in the morning, Tuesday, October 14th. And right now, the first 5-minute candle is forming. And so we're going to go ahead and let this form and then mark out the high and low. Also, perhaps a little market prediction. We do have a massive market gap right here. So could be bullish today. Let's see. Me, I want a hula hoop. Alright, so we've got our first 5-minute candles. We're going to go ahead and mark out the high and low of that. And we're going to scale down to the 1 minute. Alright, I'm liking this. Okay, so we got our... Alright, yeah, we might place on this candle. Let's see, we have our... We have a fair value gap right here. And I don't know if I'm going to place on this one. This is a pretty long stick. Don't know if I want to place on that. If it was a little bit shorter, I'd feel more comfortable. But I think we're going to wait, perhaps, until it retests. Normally I don't let it retest because usually I like to get in when they're a little bit shorter. Like if this was like about right here, I'd probably get in. But I don't want to get in all the way down here knowing at some point it'll retest. So I might let it push a little bit and then I'll just wait for it to retest and then get in on the retest. So let's just see. We do have a lot of gaps here. That is a good sign. But like I said, if I just followed my rules, look at where we'd be at right here. I would have gotten in about right here. Because technically, with my rules, I'm allowed to get in. Well, I guess not technically right here because this candle didn't open outside. So it would technically be this candle here. But yeah, like that would be pretty dumb to get in right there when it could retest. But it could also continue to drop. So let's see. But it is very steep. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that retest on this one. Normally I don't, like I said, but when it's such a sharp drop like that, like I would feel like a complete idiot if, I buy in here or buy in here, really where it closed, right? And then it just comes all the way back up here, retest, and then continues down. Like I would feel a little silly because this is where I want to set my stop loss. I want to set my stop loss right here on that higher low. That's where I want to set my stop loss. So like if I get it all the way down here, it's going to be a potential like, $700 stop loss, which I don't want to have. You know what I mean? I don't want to risk hitting that. But let's just see. Let's see how it behaves. Let's just see if it pushes back up and retests. To be completely honest, I want to see it push all the way back up and fill this gap right here. That's the gap I want to see it refill, or just fill in general, before I get in. Or at least this one, at least this bigger one. I'd feel comfortable if it breaks through here. Just set my stop loss up there. But let's just see. And hopefully we fill. Oh, well, okay, that's filled. Oof. All right, I might get in if it pushes past this. If it pushes past this low and it wants to create another low, I might get in there. Let's see. Because if it pushes past this low, that means it's going to want to create a new low, right? So let's see. It would be very nice if it pushes and retests all those fair value gaps that are left. Because that way I can get a much better entry that I'd feel more comfortable with. But let's see. And now we have a new place that we can set our stop loss to. We can set it right there. If we won't get in on this candle, but perhaps maybe the next one if it creates a fair value gap. So let's see. All right, as of right now, there's a fair value gap. So let's just see. Oh, shit.
Order filled.
Alright, let's see what she wants to do. Might go ahead and put that in take profit. So this is a risk-free trade here.
Order filled.
Okay. No problem. Let's see if it retests. Another intuition move. Another intuition move. Definitely would have fit in stop loss, huh? Woo. But it's pretty funny. If I would have just gotten in right here on this candle, which follows our fucking rules, we would have taken profit. All right, this fair value gap is filled, and we have another fair value gap here. So let's just wait here, see where this wants to push, and then we'll probably get in here. All right, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this. I'm gonna go ahead.
Order filled.
If we break structure, I'll take the $600 L. Probably could have gotten a much better entry, to be honest. But if we do take this $600 L in the day, I will just take that and be chill with it. So let's see if we reverse or if we want to continue to be bearish. But as of right now, it's looking like we're going to hit our stop loss and take our first L on our funded account. So let's see. It is creating some gaps. I honestly might put it just a bit more above just to see. But this is now a gap here. Right there. So let's see if she wants to push back down. Wow, but I honestly did break one of my rules. I usually wait for it to reverse, right? Like, wait for it to reverse, see a fair value gap pushing in the direction that I want to go. So I definitely did break my rules, which is the reason why you follow your rules, right? If this hits my stop loss, this is why you follow your rules. You know what I mean? Yeah, it looks like we're going to go bullish. Yeah, all right, we'll hit our stop loss here. Down far, hundo on the day. Really filling these gaps here.
Order filled.
All right. Cool. Now, I might watch, honestly, just to see. Because here's the thing. I know. Here's the thing about my rules, though, okay? I play inside the 5 minute, right? This is where I play. So I'm just going to watch it. I'm going to see if it reverses and comes back up. And if we have a candle open and close outside the 5 minute high, I might get in because that's still under our rules. It's still under our rules. Look at yesterday, right? Yesterday was bearish. Put my stop loss at my take profit, right? And, put my stop loss at break even because I felt like it would reverse and go bullish. We hit our stop loss. We reversed and went bullish. And I took a trade on the bullish side and we took a W on the day. So, let's see here. Let's see if it reverses. Let's see if it goes bullish. If it doesn't, I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to place anything else on the bearish side here. But if it does reverse and go bullish, I'll get in. I'll get in as long as our rules are followed. But here's the main thing, boys. Here's the main fucking thing. If I didn't get scared, if I wasn't a fucking pussy, I would have gotten in right on this candle right here and would have fucking 100% taken profit down here because I would have set my stop loss up here. Realistically, with this strategy, this is another reason why I like the strategy. Because yes, it's one trade a day, right? But under the right conditions, it can be 2 trades a day, right? So, yeah. Like, for example, if I took the W on this trade and it reverses and I see it go bullish, if I want to, I don't have to, but if I want to, I could place again. Because under my rules, it's just, all right, does the candle open and close above the high or low? All right, if it does, let's see, is there a fair value gap? All right, is there a high or low to place a stop loss at? As long as my rules can be followed, then we're chilling. But I do want to see this potentially here, like this maybe. Something like that maybe. That way I have somewhere to put my stop loss. But let's see. Let's see. We are pushing heavily here. We have a lot of gaps. Let's go ahead and mark all these. But also, like, if it's like a really risky trade, I won't get into it. I'll just take the L on the day and come back tomorrow. But if it is a very, very beautiful setup, I'll get into it. I'll get into it if it's pretty. If it's sexy, I'll get into it. You know what I mean? So we're going to wait and we're going to see if it's sexy. I just need to start following my rules to a T. Like, sometimes, like, bro, I just get too scared with this shit. No, I'm not scared with this shit, but, like, I feel like I overthink it a little bit sometimes. But honestly, you know what? I don't even overthink this because this is a very hard push. This is a really long candle to be pushed down on, but still, Look, it's just one of those trades, man. It's just one of those trades. All right, beautiful. We got somewhere we can set our stop loss right here. So let's see if we get a fair value gap, and let's get a candle to open and close outside of the 5-minute high here. My name is Kodak, but you know that already. Also, you gotta pick up on that fucking max IQ play there, that intuition play here, where I had my stop loss right here, and then it drops back down, right? Oh wait, no. Where did I have my stop loss? Yeah, I had it right here. And then it comes back down and I put it on this low instead. That way, if it breaks through that low, it's pretty clear, or that high, then it's pretty clear that's going to want to make a new high. So, max IQ play right there. $400 loss instead of $675. I'm loving this because this is where I set my stop loss. I love when the higher low is like right in the middle of the 5-minute. Like right smack in the middle. I can buy in here or here and then set my stop loss here. You know what I'm saying? We need a fair value gap, and we also need a candle to open and close outside this 5-minute high in order for us to justify getting into this trade. This is literally just a beautiful setup though. All right, we can get in on this candle wherever this closes. If it closes outside of this 5-minute high, we can get in on this one.
Order filled.
All right, and also if we take this stop loss on the day, we will be done for the day. And what is that, like an $800 L if we take this L on the day? So let's see. We've broken this high, so it's still an uptrend. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this a risk-free trade. Also, if we hit our stop loss here, we will be done for the day. I mean, realistically, it has no reason to come, unless it wants to reverse. There's no fair value gap or anything for it to retest where my stop loss is at. So we kind of could be chilling here for a sec, to be honest with you.
Order filled.
Well, how about that? All right. 391 on the day. We'll take that. Cool. But yeah. So, yeah, obviously, I've talked about taking one trade a day, obviously. But with my strategy, under the right conditions, I can take two. And this is why. If it reverses, like I've seen it too many times. I'd be an idiot not to take the trade. Like, I used to do the 1 day a trade things, like, all right, lost a trade, all right, it reverses, breaks through the high or the low or the opposite side, and then it creates that entire daily bias from there, right? And it's bullish the whole day or it's bearish the whole day. And, for like a few daes, I was like, like 3 or 4 days, I was like, it'd be stupid of me not to take this trade. But like, one trade a day is important. If I take a win, one trade a day, take it and go home. If you want to take two, you can, but you don't have to. You know what I mean? So there's a little wiggle room with my strategy and with my rules. But yeah, so today, $391.60 today, even after we took an L earlier. But let's go ahead and let's look back at this. If I had actually used my strategy, all right, we see a fair value gap, we see a higher low here, we see a candle open and close outside of the low of the 5-minute, and then we would have set our take profit probably around somewhere down here, and we would have set our stop loss somewhere up here. We would have taken profit. So, to my future self, don't be afraid, man. There's nothing to be fucking scared of. Your rules are your rules. Just follow your fucking rules. And from there, you should be fine. All right? If you lose the trade from following your fucking rules, you didn't lose the fucking trade. It's just a bad day. So tomorrow, let's follow our fucking rules to a fucking T. All right? I should have got in here, and I didn't. We would have taken profit, and we would have been done for the day fucking an hour, 45 minutes ago, or however long it was ago. So, but all in all, today was a good trading day. So yeah. But cool, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video edited and then uploaded for you guys. But yeah, today was a solid day, solid learning day as well. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Great now.
Stomping around in some Burberry boots, sliding a pterodactyl inside a reptile, sliding some